Send us on your socials and let's connect.
Hello there, and for a change, it's not Friday, but a bonus episode on Saturday. And if you are wondering why, because it's not just Diwali in India, but also another occasion to celebrate. It's Children's Day today. You know, back in school, apart from our birthdays, 14th November was the only time we could get away with our uniforms and wear casuals to school. But what relevance does it have on today's show? Well, the 19th bonus episode of the Deliberate Talks podcast will feature an amazing journey of young entrepreneurs who will not just add some inspiration, but motivate us to start something new, that too fearlessly. I'm your host, Dakshin Adyantaya, and today on the show we have the team behind Bakeaway. Bakeaway is currently based out of Singapore and led by Ira, who is just 8 years old, finalizes all the recipes, menu, and does the baking herself. While Zoya, who's just 13 years old, looks after the finance, marketing, and the customer service. So now let's just get into having a conversation with both of them. Hello, Ira. Hello, Zoya. Thank you so much for coming on to the Deliberate Talks podcast.
Hi.
Tell me firstly, how hard was it to convince your family members, and how did you go about starting it?
We didn't really convince, it just followed along. So I was just baking for my family, and my aunt said I should start a baking business and give it a name. So I came up with the name, and my sister, she designed like the logo.
Okay. So you said your aunt said you should start the business. So what did you actually first bake to convince your family members that this could potentially be a business idea?
Cakes. I think it was a vanilla cake. So I was just making plain cakes then. So I wasn't really into like brownies and cookies. Once I started getting better and better. So I started to go into like cookies.
Nice. But tell me, when did you first start baking?
I think it was maybe like 3 years ago.
3 years ago. Weren't you like 5 back then?
Yeah.
Wow. You made your first cake when you were 5. And what cake was this? Vanilla cake?
I think I made chocolate cake.
Chocolate cake, right? Nice. And since then, tell me honestly, how many times have you burnt your cake?
I bought my cake like 4 times.
Only 4 times? Now, that's a good success rate. And Zoya, how did you come into the picture? When did you decide that you want to be a part of the Bakeaway journey?
So I helped create like the Instagram account and everything, because like a bunch of people started ordering and we thought it would be a lot easier to communicate and everything like via Instagram. So like he does the baking and then I do like the online stuff.
Uh-huh. And how has the response been on Instagram so far?
I think a lot of people like a lot of people message us through Instagram for orders. So it's easier. And also they like see our stories and everything of like what we've baked, which may want them to order something.
All right, nice. So I first saw your dad put up a LinkedIn post about your business idea, and that was so cool to read. And that got me curious why you did mention about your aunt. But tell me about how did you go about the packaging part, the designing part, and how did the other things fall in place for you?
So our aunt like helped us like make the logo and everything, even though she lives in India. And she also helped us like with the poster designs and packaging, because she helped us like put Bakeaway like on the boxes and everything. And also like the next step that we took was to set up an online website / store on Shopmate. So like they helped promote the business by like helping to create the website and everything. Yeah.
So that all came together, and now it's going very smooth. And you also handle the website apart from the Instagram, along with the marketing. So how are you coping with that?
Yeah. It's pretty good because like I try to like post things like on stories or post like almost every time like she bakes, just for more variety of things we bake. So then maybe they could order. And it's also like not that hard. Also there's like I have like a Excel sheet that like has the orders, the names, so we can keep track of who's ordered. Yeah.
Very cool. Very cool. So now let's get into the menu. Let's start with who helps you with all the things getting in place and putting together the menu.
My mom, because she helps. Sometimes she helps measuring, and sometimes she helps like putting it in the oven. And she also helps getting the stuff for me because sometimes she needs to order boxes or like the ingredients.
Okay. And you give her a list of things that you need, right? So you're responsible for that too, right?
Yeah.
Nice. Nice. And tell me about your menu. What all is there in that?
We have cookies, brownies, any cakes, and any cupcakes.
Mm-hmm. And again, in cookies, do you have different flavors or do you stick to plain cookies and cakes?
No, because we can do plain cookies and chocolate chip cookies. But brownie is technically just one flavor.
Okay. And cakes, how many flavors of cakes do you offer?
3 cakes.
3. Impressive. And how long did it actually take both of you to finalize all these things and go live? You know, like the time you started baking the first cake to going live to baking for the customers, how long did that take?
So we started planning this when we were like in lockdown because like we did nothing but bake. So then I think we started in like March, April. Yeah, so it was about like 5, 6 or 7 months. So it took us like a month to plan everything, and then we started like baking just to friends. And then after that, we started putting on our Instagram accounts, and then people started following us, and then they like message us for orders and everything.
All right, nice. And you both must be really popular in your schools right now, right? Considering you have your own business. How's that going with both of you at school?
Pretty good because like a lot of my friends from the condo and school order because they know that like we have this thing, so then they order sometimes.
And do your teachers ask you for bribes in form of cakes for marks?
Not really.
Damn. Okay, but tell me one thing. Now that you both have started early, is there any business pressure on you both? Like, what's the biggest fear that you both have, and do you have any kind of pressure on a good or bad day of the business?
It's pretty much fun, and there's not really that much pressure because even though we have school, we do it like the weekend.
Sometimes like pressure because like if they want icing sugar but we don't have icing sugar, then we add normal sugar. So we get kind of scared to see if it's actually going to come out.
So the outcome is the pressure. So cool, you're already thinking about the quality being the best for your customers. That's very impressive, yeah. And do you intend to add anything more right now to expand your offerings or improve your business offerings?
Because my friend, she makes thumbprint cookies. So we're planning to add that in because they're really cool cookies. So she made it for me and I really like them. So I thought we could add it in our menu.
That's great. And now I'm going to pace things up for both of you. So let's get into a quick round of rapid fire round. And I'm going to be throwing questions at you. So I need you both to be really quick at this. So let's start with the best review you both have received for your orders.
So this was like one of the first orders that we ever gave, and our family friends said that the cookies were like out of the world. So yeah, that was nice.
That feels great, right? Do you also get bad reviews or feedback has been given?
Kind of, because my friend, he said my marble cupcakes were too hard. So then I tried to make it better.
And that's a good feedback, right, to improve on. Very impressive. Also, again, you know, a lot of people can't take criticism too well, but you're too honest enough to accept it and work on it. That's a very positive sign of a good entrepreneur. Impressive. So quickly moving on to the next one. If you both had to give one pro tip for budding entrepreneurs of today and tomorrow, what would that be?
It could have been like there's no need to like plan like a lot of ahead to the time, but you can just take small steps to see where you get. Yeah.
What I'd say is don't plan it out, just go with the flow.
Wow, that's nice. Okay, one of the most ordered products from your menu.
Chocolate chip cookies.
Okay, and with the festive season and the Christmas around, what are the new possible additions to the menu?
Thumbprint cookies with jam.
Maybe we could do like Christmas cookies, like red and white cookies or something, and then also like red velvet cake or something. Yeah.
Nice. And how are you both growing yourselves? Do you watch a lot of videos, cooking shows, attending workshops? How are you enhancing your own skill sets?
I see like people on the internet, they like, it's not a good thing that they've made. In the competition, they actually win. Like they don't come last.
Also TV shows like MasterChef, like Sugar Rush or whatever, and they make like desserts and everything. And sometimes they're cakes, right? So we can find like new recipes on how to make different cakes.
Great. And finally, where can people in Singapore order your cakes from?
So you can either look at our Instagram page, or you can go to the website that we have, and then you can order it there, and then we can deliver it to you.
Okay. Fantastic stuff, Zoya and Ira. It was lovely chatting with both of you. And I really hope Bakeaway grows to a newer height and starts its franchisee soon in other countries like India, so that people like me can order from here too. Best wishes to both of you. And thank you so much for being a part of the Deliberate Talks podcast.
Thank you. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
So that's the end of our Children's Day special. But honestly, isn't it lovely to hear from such young entrepreneurs grow up so confidently? So time to take some motivation from them and go start that idea we've been always itching to start. So if you have any feedback about this episode, please feel free to share it on thedeliberattalks@gmail.com. Also subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and the social media channels of The Deliberate Talks and the Pixelated Egg Digital Ventures. Join in this Monday for an episode with an expert. And until then, inspire and be inspired.